This is where the hell have I been video. Testing a bunch of new gear is fun. Hey guys, it has been a hot minute and I felt like I needed to give you all a little update. But first, a story. Have you ever had one of those insanely chaotic days where everything that could go wrong does? I've got a fun little story for you about one of the more chaotic days in my life recently. So picture this. It's the eve of my first day filming a dream project with the family I'm working with for the year on their motorsport campaign. My literal dream gig, but the day before it began, the universe threw me the biggest of curveballs. It's Friday, I'm at work, and we're getting ready to transition to lunchtime. One of my clients rocks up late and has a monumental emotional episode, unlike anything I'd experienced in my new role. For a bit of context, if you're new, I recently started a new job in disability support, and part of my job is dealing with these types of situations. It is to be expected. At that particular point in time, I'd only worked with this client maybe 3 or 4 times, and I still have a lot to learn. I spent 30 minutes trying to diffuse the situation. By that stage, multiple colleagues rallied together to help out, but even with their own seasoned experience, they struggled to de-escalate. By this stage, multiple colleagues had rallied together to help me out, but even with their seasoned expertise, they struggled to de-escalate the situation, and we tried for a few hours. After an overwhelming afternoon of filling out incident reports and last-minute travel prep, I rushed to pick up a borrowed camera, devour a quick dinner lovingly prepared by my partner, and I pack all my stuff up and head to the airport. So I arrive at the airport, I'm walking to check in, and I get the notification that my flight has been delayed by 40 minutes. Seems fitting with the day. Guess I'll sit down and have a drink once I get through security. I pay $15 for my pint of cider and I grab a seat so I can take the default airport beverage photo with, the one planes in the background, night sky, that kind of thing. I sip at my drink and a young couple is sitting next to me, clearly excited about their upcoming trip. Now, I look around behind me and notice a bunch of flights starting to be cancelled. Fuck. Mine is one of them. Now, fun fact about me, I actually hate flying. I am terrified of it. It takes a lot of internal coaching to get me through it. So naturally, I've tended to avoid flying where I can. I've frequently opted to do 12-hour drives instead of taking a shorter 2-hour flight. Now, I say this for a couple of reasons. One is because I didn't know what to do in this situation. The flights were booked for me by my client. Now, I'm pretty stressed because this is my second time meeting them, and my brain tends to... I prepare for the worst. I'm feeling imposter syndrome, and it's just been a fucking day, right? So I stand up, and I think I made eye contact with the man next to me, and I'm like, don't you hate it when it's your flight that's cancelled? And he's like, oh, that sucks. And while he's talking, I've just picked up my pint and I've just started sculling it. And I must have just been the sheer image of crises, she's having a day, do not fuck with her. Because both him and his partner were just silent. They were like, is she okay? Yeah. So that was the kind of day I was having. It's also really hard to scull a pint of cider when they've put ice cubes in it. It's really cold on your teeth. So fun fact, next time you're having a crisis, don't say no to ice if they give you the option, just in case you're going to have to neck it. So the nice security guard tells me to go and go to the service desk, and they tell me the flight got cancelled due to weather, and the lines at these desks were huge because so many people were trying to get a flight to Sydney for Taylor Swift when she was in town. Luckily, I got on a phone call on my drive home, and within 3 minutes, they had me on a flight at lunchtime the next day to Adelaide. I spend most of the hour drive home on the phone to a mate laughing hysterically. If I don't laugh, I'm going to cry some more. Now, since this day, I've been overwhelmed yet excited by the sheer unpredictability of life. It's moments and days like that one that remind me of the importance of resilience. This is a word I hate, but also adaptability. I don't like the word resilience because more often than not, resilient people are resilient because they've gone through huge amounts of turbulence in their lives, plain joke, that have led to them having to become resilient. It's like this badge some people wear with honor. I kind of view it like calluses. It's a hardening of yourself due to repeated friction, pressure, and irritation. It is an exhausting way to live, and unfortunately, a lot of the people described as resilient, it's not often their preferred way of living. It's often something that's inflicted on you, or you don't really have control. Like, people don't choose to be resilient. It's just a way you are, like, based on the way you've grown up or the environment you're in, you know. So I kind of hate that we parade it as this, like, really, like, desirable trait to have. Like, it has its moments of being great, but yeah, it's tiring. Now, while we're on that little thing, adaptability has never been a strong suit of mine either. I don't enjoy change, and this year has been full of it. But I'm not blind, and the changes this year that I'm experiencing are building parts of me that I didn't know existed. I'm actually running at the opportunity to excel, and it is insanely exciting. This year has thrown me and has been a real test of my ability to juggle, you know, multiple responsibilities and passions. I came into the year with really clear goals, probably the clearest I've ever had, and solid plans for my YouTube channel. Life has had other plans, the best kind of plans, but unpredicted, with a whirlwind of opportunities if I can do the best job I can right now. Now, I don't make this video to sound ungrateful, quite the opposite. These challenges have brought out a confidence in myself that I've not seen or experienced before, and I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, which is weird. But there is a sense of crushing guilt and anxiety that comes creeping up, where I feel like I'm falling short of the goals that I'd set for myself at the start of the year. I think a lot of this comes from the lack of consistency I've had over the years. I've taken up a lot of random projects from, you know, impulsivity, often never finishing things. Probably a symptom of being an undiagnosed ADHD woman for so long. It has left me feeling kind of incapable a lot of the time throughout my life. So I feel guilty for putting something that I still really, really want on the back burner temporarily. Now, I feel more stability in my life and more in control. The thing that plagues me is there aren't enough hours in the day to do it all, right? I am being forced to prioritize, and I don't like being forced to do anything. Like, no one does. I know that this is temporary, and I am so grateful that I've got support in this department. So I'm not going to be disappearing from YouTube. I'd planned to post a video every week at the start of the year, and I haven't posted in nearly 2 months now. I'm aiming to post a video twice a month, at least until things settle down on my end. I'm incredibly fortunate to be traveling with a family and documenting their 2024 motorsport campaign. It's an incredible opportunity, and we've got some really cool things in the pipeline, and I'll fill you in as I can start to reveal more. But this, stacked with a new job that I'm still acclimating to, my plate is very full right now. I know that nothing is permanent, and there are some sacrifices that I have to make. Last year, I made a real effort to try and improve my physical health. And with everything going on right now, my gym training has taken a backseat. I am not as strong or fit as I was. If things continue to go in the direction that they are, though, I'll soon have more time to prioritize my physical health again. This isn't to say that I'm fully throwing it like all out the window. It's just not my current priority, and it's one of the sacrifices I have to make, and it's the one example that I know, you know, it's quite temporary. So it's the end of March, and I'm still learning that it's okay to readjust my goals and expectations. I cannot control everything, and I'm going to have to learn to be okay with that. I have to be. So thank you for sticking around. Welcome to all the newbies. I've got another video in the pipeline. You guys will be seeing a bit more of me again soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. See you next time.